Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss another important operation on matrix that is known as matrix multiplication. So, how we do what we say that what is called a matrix multiplication and how we perform matrix multiplication mathematically. We will discuss here and then we will discuss about how to write the program for this matrix multiplication. So, there are two things. First thing is that let's say we have a matrix 1, 2, 3 and this is 4, 5, 6 and let's say we want to multiply this matrix with a scalar quantity, let's say 2. So if you want to multiply this matrix with a scalar number 2, then what you will be doing? Simply 2 into 1, every element will be multiplied by 2. 2 into 2, 2 into 3, then 2 into 4, then 2 into 5, then 2 into 8. And the resultant matrix is going to be 2, 8, 4, 10, 6 and 16. So this is called scalar multiplication. But the multiplication about which we are talking, that is known as matrix multiplication or dot product. Dot product says when we want to multiply one matrix with another matrix, that is called matrix multiplication or dot product. So there are three things which we have to remember about matrix multiplication. First one is two matrices can be multiplied with each other, or multiplication of two matrices is possible when number of columns in one matrix is equal to number of rows in another matrix. Number of rows in second matrix or another matrix. For example, let's say I have a matrix which has 2 into 3. 2 into 3 means number of rows 2 and number of columns 3. This is my matrix A. And let's say matrix B. Matrix B says that it is 3 into 2. So this is rows and this is column. So it means this matrix B has 3 rows and 2 columns. So it means number of column in matrix A is equal to number of rows in matrix B. So it means matrix multiplication is possible. For example, I have a matrix 2 into 2 and I have another matrix 3 into 3. So this is row, let's say P, matrix P, matrix Q. This is rows, this is columns for P, this is rows for P and this is columns for P. So what I said, number of column in one matrix should be equal to number of rows in another matrix. So it is not possible. Matrix multiplication is not possible. For example, we have a matrix 3 into 2 and a matrix 2 into 3. So this is rows, this is columns, this is rows, this is columns. Here matrix multiplication is possible. Number of column in one matrix is equal to number of rows is in another matrix. It is possible in every way. Number of column. No. So for example, let's say we have 3 into 3 and let's say we have 5 into 3. So this is rows, this is columns. This is rows, this is columns. So number of columns in one matrix is equal to number of rows in another matrix. So we can check it vice versa also, means in any one of matrix. So this is also possible. So now you understand that what is the condition to multiply two matrix. Number of column in one matrix should be equal to number of column in second matrix. Okay, then the resultant matrix has rows of first matrix and columns of second matrix. So this resultant matrix will be 3 into 3. Rows of first matrix, columns of second matrix. This is also 3 into 3. Here it is not possible. So now we will check that how to multiply these matrix. So let's say I have two matrix A having 2 rows and 3 columns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Similarly, we have matrix B and matrix B has 3 rows and 2 columns 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So this matrix is of 2 rows and 3 columns and this matrix is of 3 rows and 2 columns. So matrix multiplication is possible. Number of column in one matrix is equal to number of rows. And what will be the resultant? Resultant will be of 2 into 2. And then now here we will check that how to multiply these matrix. So to multiplying these matrix, first we will multiply this row with this column. So here it will be 1 into 7 plus with corresponding element. 1 into 7 plus 2 into 9 plus 3 into 11. Similarly, this with this. So 1 into 8 is 8 plus 2 into 10 is 20 plus 3 into 12 is 36. Now for second row, this into this. 4 into 7, 28. 5 into 9, 45. 6 into 11, 66. Now this into this. 4 into 8, 48. 5 into 10, 50. 6 into 12, 60. So this matrix will be 58, 139, 64 and 154. So this is how we multiply two matrices. Again I am repeating, this is matrix A, this is matrix B and this is matrix C. And what we are saying? We are saying C is equal to A into B. So first we will check that number of column in one matrix should be equal to number of rows in another matrix. So number of column in one matrix is equal to number of rows in another matrix. So it means this will be like this will be crossed and the resultant matrix will have 2 into 2. So now how we are multiplying? For first element, first row, first column multiply with corresponding element. 1 into 7, 2 into 9, 3 into 11. For second element, first row, second column corresponding. For second row, first column. So second row, first column, second row, second column. So here one more thing. We cannot say that A into B is equal to B into A. No, this is not so. A into B is not equal to B into A. Because this is A and B. Now let's check same for B and A. So B was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. And A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now let's say B into A is possible or not. So B is 3 into 2. A is 2 into 3. Yes, this is also possible. Number of column in one matrix is equal to number of row. But now resultant matrix will be 3 into 3. And what it will be? This and this. 7 into 1 plus 8 into 4. This and this. 7 into 2 plus 8 into 5. This and this. 7 into 3 plus 8 into 6. This and this. This and this. So A into B is not equal to B into A. Now let's check it on Visual Studio that how to write a program, because it is going to be a large program. So I write it already and now I will explain that how to write this program. So first thing is that we should have three matrices. Two matrices are those which we have to multiply and third matrix is to store the result. So I take row, column for two matrices and then resultant row, rows of resultant matrix and column of resultant matrix. And then what is n and m here? I declare two constant n and m, both are equal to 15. So n and m. And then what we are doing? We are inputting the size for matrix 1 and matrix 2. And for matrix 3 we will calculate it. So number of rows and number of column in matrix 1 are row 1 and row 2. Number of rows and number of column in matrix 2 are rows 2 and columns 2. And then we have checked the condition. If column of one matrix is not equal to row of 2 or column of second matrix is not equal to rows of 1. So see out the number of column in one matrix must be equal to number of rows in other, and it is not possible, and we will write exit and program will stop. Else if column 1 is equal to rows 2. So resultant rows is equal to rows 1 and resultant columns is equal to column 2. Otherwise, else if column 2 is equal to rows 1, then resultant rows is equal to resultant rows 2 and resultant columns is equal to columns 1. Now we will input both the matrix A and first and second. Matrix 1 here we input Here we inputted matrix 2 and here is our logic. For every I is equal to 0, resultant rows I plus plus. For j is equal to 0, resultant columns. And matrix 3, we will store the result in matrix 3 ij. And what matrix 3 ij will be? Matrix 1 I into k, ik plus matrix 2 ki. And k is for, like this is for row and this is for column multiplication, and third loop is for multiplication, and first two loops are rows and column for matrix 3. And here similarly here we displayed it. Let's run it. So let's say input the same matrix which we took as an example. So let's say number of row in one matrix is 2 and number of column is 3. Number of row in second matrix is 3, number of column is 2. And let's say element of first matrix are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Element of second matrix are 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So this is about the multiplication and this is the result. Now let's say I input some other matrix. Okay, let's say I say first matrix has 4 into 2 and second matrix has 3 into 5. So it will exit the program. It will not ask you element because matrix multiplication is not possible. So this is how we can multiply two matrix and how we can write a program. Just whenever you multiply two matrix, you should take into consideration the condition that number of rows in one matrix should be equal to number of column in another matrix. So these were all the operations which you can perform a two-dimensional array. So, and we will also check that how to pass a two-dimensional array as function argument. Thank you.